Hey, what's going on, Kendrick Middle School Choir? My name is Mr. Tyler with Big Life Fundraising, and I am so sorry I can't be there with you guys today. We are super excited to be working with you guys and kicking off this amazing Butter Braid pastry fundraiser that's actually starting today, so that's super cool. But Miss Charnel Jones and I, we are great friends. We have known each other for a few years. I've always loved working with her. She is an amazing choir director. I know you guys are very blessed to have her there at Kendrick Middle School, and so she asked me just to maybe make a quick video for you guys just to talk a little bit about the Butter Braid Pastry fundraiser, how it works, and what are some different ways that we can be successful in this fundraising. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is, what is a Butter Braid pastry? A lot of you might be going, well, what's a Butter Braid? And I've never even heard of this thing. What is it? Well, a Butter Braid pastry, when you get it, it's actually going to look a lot like this. In fact, exactly like this. It's a frozen pastry dough. And so they come frozen. Now, obviously, if they're frozen, where should we keep them when we take them home? In a freezer. That's right. So don't keep them in your backpack. We've had some students do that, and it's a big mess. Trust me, big mess. And so, yeah, they're frozen. And so what there is a frozen pastry dough that when you're ready to serve it, you actually set it out overnight and you let it rise, and they have a different flavored fillings on the inside that we'll talk about here in a few minutes. And so they go from this little size right here up to they rise overnight to a big pastry, then you bake it. Your house smells so amazing. It's a fantastic pastry, and there's 6 different flavors that we're going to be selling. But before I talk about the different flavors, I actually have a video I want to show you guys of how the Butter Braid pastry, like how you actually make one. So go ahead and watch this, and then we'll chat some more. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? So here's the exciting thing. I actually have samples. Miss Jones has some samples for you guys today. So at the end of class today, and when we're done with this video, we're actually going to give you guys an opportunity to try some of the pastries. We have 2 different flavors for you to pick from. We have our cinnamon and our cream cheese, which are our top 2 selling flavors. I'll tell you personally, I'm a big fan of the cinnamon. That's always been my favorite pastry flavor. But totally, you're going to be selling 6 different flavors. We're going to have our 4 regular flavors, which are apple, cream cheese, cinnamon, and blueberry cream cheese. So each of those pastries have that's the flavor filling that is on the inside. And then we have our 2 premium flavors that sell for $15. So the regular flavors sell for $14, the premium flavors sell for $15. And those 2 are 4 cheese and herb, which actually is a savory pastry. It's not sweet like the other ones. It's actually savory. It has like a cheesy garlic filling, and then it comes with a marinara that you dip it in when you're eating it. It's delicious. Think of it as like a pizza bread on steroids. And then we also have our double chocolate pastry, which is a very unique, more of a dessert item pastry that has a chocolate dough with a fudge filling. If you like chocolate cake, you're going to love the double chocolate. I will tell you this, if you like the idea of double chocolate, buy a few extras, because we are actually retiring that flavor at the end of this school year to be replaced with something new next fall. And so a lot of people are looking to buy those double chocolate right now. So that's the different flavors that we're going to be selling in this fundraiser. So today, you guys are going to be receiving an order form that looks just like this. On one side, it's got a picture. This is actually our 4 cheese and herb pastry right here. Then it's got a picture of our cinnamon pastry. You'll see that the cinnamon, the cream cheese, all the flavors, but the 4 cheese and herb actually come with an icing packet. So once you get done cooking it, you squirt that icing packet on there, you slice it up and enjoy for your customers. And then on the other side, you're going to see right here, the order form. Now, this is a very, very simple fundraiser. This is it, like one page. And so you might be saying, well, how are we supposed to raise money with such a simple fundraiser? Well, here's the cool thing. The butterbean pastries are a thing that people are looking for. Once they taste them, they're like, I love that. I want some more. Well, the cool thing is we only sell these pastries through our fundraiser. So through like fundraisers like yourself. We do not sell them directly to customers. We actually direct them to help support you guys, because our goal at Big Life Fundraising is to help you at Kindred Middle School, your choir, to raise as much money as possible. And that's the reason we're doing this. The pastries are amazing, but ultimately we're doing this to raise money so that it helps support you guys. All the money that we raise in this fundraiser is going to go to support you. It's going to help with things like our choir fees. It's going to help with choir events, field trips, different things like that. And Miss Jones can give you some more information about that and what all it's going to be helping to pay for. But I know she has some really big things planned. If I know her at all, just in our past years of working together, she always has some really cool things planned. So here's how it works. I'm going to give you some kind of tips on the best way to sell the pastries and ways to be successful. First and foremost, you got to get out there and do it. The thing I always tell students is no one's going to break into your house to try to buy a butterbean pastry from you, which I'm thankful for, because that would be weird if they did that, right? But people are looking to buy these. And so if you take this order form and you make sure you get your name on here and all that other information, and you just go out to the community. Now, don't go by yourself walking around a neighborhood door to door. We don't really do that in fundraising anymore, but rather we're going, like if we have a friend or someone in our parents or family member that could go with us and talk with some folks, talking with people that you know in the community that would want to support you. Now, the key, anytime you're selling a fundraising item, is not to walk up to them and go, "You want some bread?" and wait for them to respond. Because unfortunately, people don't like to be sold things. Think about it when you're walking around the mall or at a store and someone comes up, those people with the little like cologne samples or those different things, you're kind of like avoiding them and putting your face up and trying to steer clear of them, because people don't like to be sold things. So rather than walking up and going, "You to buy bread," here's the best way to do it. Go and you talk with someone and introduce. If you don't know the person, just introduce, "Hi, my name is Tyler with Kindred Middle School Choir. You guys want to know, would you be willing to support me and our choir as we look to do some really neat events or go on some field trips? We're looking for some people that would be willing to support us." Notice I haven't said anything about the pastries. I've asked for support. People in the community are much more likely to say yes when you're saying, would you be willing to support me? Now, they might say, okay, well, tell me a little bit more, or they might say, absolutely, what do I need to do? In either case, then the conversation will go to, well, what we're going to be doing is our organization is actually selling delicious butterbean pastry dough. If you've never heard of them, you can go to biglifefundraising.com and learn all about the pastry. So you can give them that information. You can show them the picture of the pastries on here and just kind of explain it. You're going to be tasting it, like I said, today, so that you could actually kind of tell them a little bit about what it's like. A lot of people have probably had one and they'll go, "Oh, I love those things. I want one." So you're going to say, hey, if you want to support me, what you can do is buy a butterbean pastry from me. They're $14 to $15 each. They go ahead and give you the money then. Now, we're going to be taking cash only. So if someone wants to pay by check, they would need to make the check out to you or your parents, grandparents, whoever it is, helps take care of you. And then when you turn in your order form and money to Miss Jones, you would turn in all the cash for those pastries. So say you were to sell 10 blueberry cream cheese, that would mean you need to turn in $140. And so when you talk to people saying, hey, would you be willing to support me? And they're going to say yes, and then you take their order and write down what flavors they would like and so on. Another great tip to being successful is not only just getting out there and talking with people, but also utilizing social media. Now, I know a lot of you may or may not have social media accounts. I'm guessing a lot of you do. And that's cool. You can put it on your social media that you might be selling these pastries, but unfortunately, most of the people on your social media account are probably your friends. And if your friends are anything like my friends when I was in middle school, they have no money. But who does want to support you would be your family. And so, asking your parents or your grandparents, aunt, uncle, if they would want to support you by buying a pastry, but also saying, hey, would you mind posting a picture of the order form and letting everyone know that, I'm selling these for my choir. Would they be willing to, ask their friends if they'd want to buy one? You'd be amazed at the number of pastries people sell just utilizing social media. We had a group just this week turn in an order. One family sold like 130 pastries. And one of their main avenues of selling those pastries is they just put it on social media to all their family and friends saying, hey, we're selling them. Who wants to support us as we raise money for different things? So people will reply and they'll get the money from them. And so that's a great way to sell. Also, third great way to be successful in this fundraiser is thinking about different organizations you might be a part of. If you go to a church every weekend, different civic organizations like that, this is a great time to take these order forms to those places and talk with people and say, hey, would you be willing to support me? Lastly, ask the staff at your school. It amazes me every time I go to a delivery and I get to the front office and I get ready to do the delivery, and the people and all the principals and assistant principal and office staff are like, I didn't even know we were selling these. You've got to go ask them. And so, asking, now don't be the annoying person that everyone right now goes, Miss Jones, you want to buy from me? No, don't bug her. Stop it, okay? But going to the other staff and teachers at the school, because here's the thing, the staff at the school loves to support the school. And if they say no, just politely say, hey, I appreciate it, thank you so much. But asking those people at the school, because they have an invested interest seeing you guys succeed because you are their students. So those are some great ways of talking to people and getting them to support your fundraiser. Just some real basics. We're looking to raise $3,000. Now here's the deal. We've got a goal for every student to sell 12 pastries. If every student sold 12 pastries, we would raise well over $3,000. We would raise like $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, maybe even $10,000 very, very easily. So it doesn't take a lot of work for us to reach this goal. So here's what I'm going to ask you guys. I know some of you are going to go out and you're going to sell 20, 30, 40, and thank you. I appreciate you guys doing that. But for others of you, you're going to take this order form and you're kind of in your mind thinking, I'm done. You're going to toss it. I'm going to encourage you, maybe let's think differently. Let's think to ourselves, hey, what can I do to be a part of our success as a choir? And so it might, for you, success might mean just selling 2 pastries or just getting your family to buy 1 or 2. Because here's the deal, if everyone did that and we have everyone just pitching in and carrying their weight, we're going to reach that goal very quickly, very easily, and ultimately it's going to benefit you. Because here's the deal. When we take field trips and we do choir events, we've got 2 ways of paying for it. The first way to pay for it is Miss Jones and the school just says, parents, guardians, we need you to, give us $300 so we can go on this trip. And, hopefully your parents and family can come up with that. I know for me, with growing up, that wasn't always the case. And so if they can't come up with it, then bummer, can't go on the trip. Or, so that's way number 1, we just ask families to give us money. Or number 2 is we raise money through fundraising and ask the community to help support us. So by you going out, maybe you only sell 2 or 3, or maybe you go out and sell 20 or 30. But what happens is when we all do that together, we raise enough money so that field trip isn't $400 or $500. It's maybe we spend 20 or 30 bucks, or maybe it's even completely paid for, depending on how successful we are. So that is the fundraiser in a nutshell. I know you guys are tired of listening to me talk, but hey, I'm really excited to be working with you guys. The fundraiser is starting today, so go ahead, take these order forms, get out there. We've got 2 weeks to sell. You're going to be turning everything in on April 17th, which is just 2 weeks from now, on a Wednesday, 2 weeks from now. So we're going to turn all the order forms in the cash, and then we'll get delivery to you guys about 2 weeks after that. And so that's going to be awesome. So I just want to encourage you guys, get out there, work hard. And I know you're going to do really well, and you're going to reach that goal, and we're going to rock and roll. And hey, now it's time for some samples. Everybody excited? So I hope you guys enjoy those, and we look forward to seeing you guys on delivery day. Take care. See you later, Kindred Middle School. Choir, you rock.